Hi-ho, fellow armchair Imagineers! Tiki here.
And BlueDragonFive.
And it's time to put on makeup. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight. That's right, it's ABC's modern meta take on the Muppets. And tonight we'll be talking about the third episode of the series entitled Bear Left and Bear Right.
So, Tiki, why don't we get things started?
The most sensational,
celebrational,
Muppetational. This is what we call the Muppet Show. Again. Yeah. Oh my God. Well. Hey, I didn't mess anything up on that intro, so I feel proud of myself. Oh my God. Okay, how are you, BlueDragonFive? We're back into it, talking about another episode of ABC's The Muppets. Still into this?
Yeah.
All right, cool, good. I'm glad. We both kind of had some issues with the second episode.
Oh, yeah. But we had high expectations from the first one, though.
So I guess the question remains, BlueDragonFive, is this bathroom sushi? Or is it gas station sushi?
No, it's prison. It's prison sushi.
Prison sushi. Okay. Is this prison sushi? Or is it gas station sushi?
Well, first of all, it's definitely not bathroom sushi, but I'm getting the sense this is gas station sushi, because we like gas station sushi.
We do like gas station sushi. We love gas station sushi.
Well, I'm not too crazy about it, but I like it.
Okay, so I think you and I can probably both agree this was a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Past episode 2.
Yes.
Okay. What was it about it specifically that made it stick out?
Well, this is kind of capturing the vibe that we got from the first episode, which is obviously a big step in the right direction, because the first episode had a lot going for it. You know, it had some good gags. It had the kind of the two big elements that I think have been kind of the formula you would like with this show, is that it's got some great kind of out of left field Muppet humor that we've come to love, and also you have a bit of some good scenes of heart there, whether it be like kind of really great emotional heart, just like really just like the heart of the Muppets at its core in moments there. And I think we got a taste of that in this episode. You know, we're on that track again.
Yeah, I don't think what we got was as
no, of course not, but
as emotional as the piggy scene.
But I'm saying it's in the same vein though. It's like of a lighter heft to it. But it's got still the core of the Muppets in it.
And I must say, BlueDragonFive, this is probably one of my favorite personal relationships in all of the Muppets.
Of course,
which is Fozzie and Kermit, and the fact that they're best friends.
And let me say this first and foremost. The reason I really like this episode a lot more than the second episode, reason this one worked for me and kind of instantly just kind of got me on board, is Fozzie and Kermit were involved, and this episode has a lot of kind of original Muppet movie in it. And I love that.
Exactly. Original Muppet movie for the win.
I know. Plus, the guest stars were really good. You had some great guest stars this episode.
Oh yeah. BlueDragonFive, I am never going to say I owe you one ever again.
Good.
That seems to be a bad idea. Okay, so
where
do we
never say it to me. I'm gonna call in some big favors. Never.
Some Oswald Cobblepot type favors.
Yes.
Oh dear. All right, so where do we start the episode?
Okay, so basically, Kermit's off to the side as the show's going on, and basically he's given from Yolanda. Right, we finally have a name on her, Yolanda.
She's a really good side character.
She is. So Yolanda basically gives Kermit, Fozzie's sketch, just kind of briefing him on, Fozzie wrote a sketch for the show, and then we cut to, we see as this is going on, Fozzie is waving all happy at his podium.
Oh boy.
Fozzie at his podium is pretty funny. Anyway, so as that's happening, basically this thing, I don't need to, I've already read it. Is it a dumpster fire? Oh, you're being too nice. So obviously, Fozzie's not the best at writing his sketches here.
No, he's got a lot of heart, but he's definitely not got the talent to back it up, and that's kind of always been the conundrum with Fozzie.
Fozzie's got the energy and the personability, but he has no writing capabilities whatsoever. It would seem. It would seem like he's current day Saturday Night Live. Whoa! I'm kidding. Those guys are hit and miss, but
Although I will say that, well, we'll get into it with the ending,
right.
continuity-wise.
So we have a fantastic. I love this guest star. I really do, and just reminds seeing her after it's been a while. Just seeing her again just remind me. Oh, I love this person. She's so fantastic. The lovely, the talented Christina Applegate. She is our guest on the Up Late with Miss Piggy.
And I think I'm liking the fact that I feel like the format is changing slowly from concentrating on Up Late with Miss Piggy to having Up Late with Miss Piggy be kind of like the setting more so than the story, if you know what I mean.
Yes, like there's a moment in this episode where basically we would see how the show was going to go on without the main guest star, and obviously there's nothing there because they don't have another guest star, so so basically they just distract from it with the story, which is pretty clever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, so again,
Okay.
So, Christina Applegate's the guest, and seriously, Christina Applegate, how awesome is she in this episode? That's what I was hoping to hear.
Just took me a while to boot it up.
Anyway, so she's there, and she's very personal. She's the perfect guest to have on this show, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. She has a really good chemistry with the Muppets.
She does. Anyway, so Christina Applegate, basically, she has a surprise clip from Miss Piggy. Oh, hello, you do it.
Oh, I love surprises!
Yep,
For me? You brought a surprise for me? Ooh, what's the surprise?
But Kermit knows better. She hates surprises. What's going on? And this, I love, it doesn't look like it's going to be a regular thing, Gonzo and Kermit having these scenes together. We got a little taste of it here.
Yeah, indeed. The Gonzo Kermit tracker.
Basically, Gonzo pointed out, well, yeah, I approved this. I approved the surprise because I knew there's no way you ever did. I went over your head, but I'm your boss. Oh, then I went behind your back.
Womp womp.
Basically, what plays is a clip from Christina Applegate at a friend's birthday party, and Miss Piggy. I'm not saying she crashed the party, but she makes a scene at the party. So we don't know if she crashed.
It's a little ambiguous if she crashed it or not.
But what we do know, and this actually does track from the emotional scene in the first episode. Actually.
It does. It's a nice little tie-over.
They might be going somewhere with this. Who knows? It might be a subtle thing. They could play with some subtle things. Anyway, so Miss Piggy, she's rushing into the party. Basically, someone's about to take a picture of Christina Applegate and then I guess the birthday girl. I'm guessing. Anyway, Miss Piggy rushes over because a camera is out and taking a photo. And following the first episode, if the camera's out, she must be in the picture.
Naturally.
She loves the photobomb people.
It makes sense because of, today's like selfie-obsessed generation. Like she wants to get in on that.
Of course. Anyway, so this is she's rushing over, and essentially there is a cake because it is a birthday after all.
Oh boy.
There's a cake, and this Piggy running full force. She falls and face plants right in the cake, frosting all over the snout and pig parts, as she deems them. And then following that, kind of some Buster Keaton style physical comedy. She's as anyone would, you instantly got slammed with a cake, and you're probably not on your solid footing. She falls and then grabs the cloth as she's trying to grab her balance. Like some realistic physics applied to the Muppets there, some good stuff there. And anyway, so pulls the thing down, and cake falls on her.
And she's just humiliated. Oh no.
Yes,
oh, no.
And then people are laughing. Everyone's going nuts for it. They're all entertained except for Piggy. And then Christina Applegate kind of rubs dirt in the wound. Again, she thinks it's just like playful fun, playful pranks.
Right.
But she doesn't quite pick up on it. She says, "Oh, let's see in slow mo," and that's not helping Piggy's mood.
Nope.
You can sense the tension in the room.
And so Gonzo, I think this is the best part. Gonzo is just like
not as bad as the dinosaur incident, but it's up there.
But yeah, like I said, Gonzo, he's just loving it, and then Kermit.
I made the right call.
He has nothing. Kermit has nothing.
But Kermit's just giving him he's just looking at Gonzo like, you
really.
You really? And then God just turns to him after it beats us. What? This Kermit giving this look of you idiot. You are so fired right now.
No, probably not.
I know he's not fired, so I want to fire you so much right now. If we weren't in desperate need for writers, you'd be fired. So let's see. So then we have a bit with Christina Applegate after the show. You know, she's walking behind the scenes, and we see the chef runs up
Oh
to her.
boy, here we go.
This is kind of a mixed gag for me. So the chef walks up to Christina Applegate, and this is kind of adorable. At first, he brings out the autograph book. Oh, you get the autograph.
At first, I was thinking like, "Ha! The Scarlett Johansson thing is gonna happen."
No, he's getting an autograph. But something unexpected happens. So a chef runs up there getting an autograph, and I thought that was adorable. Oh, the chef likes Christina Applegate. That's awesome. And then basically says, "Who can I make this out to?" Megan.
Megan.
Essentially, apparently it's Megan.
Megan.
Yeah, Megan. And first I thought, man, is that chef's name? But says, well, who's that for? Your daughter? Your wife? He's married. Chef potentially is married. He does have a wedding ring after all.
Potentially.
Could be Muppeteer, but I think it's intentional. I'm not saying Scarlett Johansson.
I hope it's Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I think she's married though, isn't she?
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean she can't be married to Chef in the continuity of the show.
All right. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway, so then, so what happens? Where's this gag take a strange
Okay, so basically, Christina Applegate, she's like, oh, you're Megan. Well, you know what? Go, girl, live your truth.
And, Chef's like, yeah.
He's like, okie dokie.
Let me tell you how I interpreted the gag. I interpreted the gag simply as Megan, the chef is Swedish after all. Maybe it's a foreign name. It's just Megan. And there's I know writers named like Patrick Megan. That's usually a last name, but still Megan. Maybe that's the chef's real name. It's like, oh man, I never figured the chef's real name would be Megan.
Right.
And then live your truth. And the way I perceived it, it could go either way. I think the way me and I guess the kids are perceiving this is that just chef doesn't really get what she's saying there, but Christina Applegate gave me some praise.
Yeah, but then
yeah. Either way, it's funny. I'm just saying I didn't quite get the other way though. I'm not. What is it that he's en route to have a change, or is he just really odd looking?
En route to have a change. Let's go with that. Let's go with that and then leave it.
Yeah, but still, I kind of like it's his name. And he's just saying, "Oh, I don't get what she's saying," but yay, Christina Applegate compliment.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the route I want to take. Either way,
Peter, you have such a adorable haircut. Sorry.
Either way, fine. It's that's the kind of adult joke you want to have, though. One, it's a little, it's good for the kids.
Yeah, it's very suggestive, but at the same time, kids would never get it.
I gotta tell you, though, even for the Muppets, a little too out of left field. Did you see a guy in a chef costume? You think he might be going through some transitional period? I didn't really get that.
Oh God. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, anyway, so then we have, let's see, so Yolanda, Fozzie's going to Yolanda looking for Kermit, and she's, hey, you think you have, essentially I take night classes to be an ultrasound technician.
No one asked me how those are going. I have a B average, by the way.
Oh, Yolanda, she doesn't get any love for her social life. Anyway, so Fozzie's looking for Kermit, and Kermit, hilariously, and this is very Office-like, because there are literally some episodes of The Office where Michael Scott, Steve Carell's character, literally hides in his office like this. Just there's so many shots from The Office of people looking through little blinders, hiding in their offices.
Right.
Anyway, so basically, Kermit is hiding in his office from Fozzie's looking for him to talk about his sketch, and I love this confession. This confessional talking head is hilarious. Just Kermit talking to the guy in the darkened room, whispering, just saying he doesn't want to hurt Fozzie's feelings. He's his boss and his friend. So maybe he should just move back to Mississippi. All the mosquitoes he can eat. It could work for him. He can make that work.
But there's a lot of genuineness to Kermit in this situation. I feel like a big complaint with Kermit is that he's been a little bit of a jerk. And yeah, in certain times he has been, for sure. He's been a little bit showboaty as well. But at the same time, I feel like really he's just kind of burned out on show business a little bit. Oh, yeah. And I feel like that's the angle they're going with him. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think?
I can tell you, I don't see him as a jerk at all. You see him as stressed out, and TV is a little more stressful than. Well, no, I mean both are equally stressful. I mean TV though, with a star like Piggy at your lead, who you literally need every show.
Right. And without Piggy, things go to pieces. And of course, Piggy, by her very nature, is temperamental. So.
Absolutely. And I liked how they didn't focus on the whole how it's such a horrible experience working on that show, because that's the thing. I don't want them to focus on it. Otherwise, I'm questioning the logic of the world. Like, well, why are they there if they're not having any fun? And it's not just the job thing, but you need jobs to keep the world spinning. I get that, but still, you need. Yeah, it's still like the Muppets. Though they can buy a slew of it, like Rolf, for example. He's found a
Oh, we'll
job.
get to Rolf. Oh dear.
Okay, point is, so then Kermit, yeah, you're right, is an endearing thing for Kermit. He doesn't want to hurt Fuzzy. He's got to remember, the whole Muppet universe does.
Well, what's the whole idea? It really ties back to the whole idea of Kermit and Fozzie kind of like really establishing their friendship in the first Muppet movie.
And, barring the whole wacky continuity to the side there, the Muppet universe really starts with Kermit and Fozzie. It really does.
Indeed, indeed.
It's like these two guys. They kind of started with a dream, and they found each other, and then the whole thing kind of stems from that Studebaker journey in a way. It does.
The Studebaker journey is like the crossing of the Red Seas.
In a way.
Oh,
Well, anyway, so let's see. So then basically we see Fozzie in the background. You get some good background usage here. So like tapping on he thinks he sees Kermit's figure in the window. Says, Kermit's now dawning on him, looking at the camera guy, saying he's right behind me, isn't he? Kermit picks up a random baseball bat he has in his office. Why? I have no idea.
It's almost kind of framed like a horror movie in a way.
So I kept picturing what Kermit's describing here. Any chance he's going to think I'm just a baseball trophy? I love the idea of like. I wish there was a shot from the other side, just seeing Kermit as a baseball trophy figure.
And then the best part would be if Fozzie was like, "Wow, that's a nice baseball trophy."
Wait a minute, Kermit doesn't play baseball. Anyway, so basically after the baseball trophy game, I think it's gonna work. Anyways, and hey, Kermit, what are you doing? Why are the lights off, you crazy guy?
You crazy guy.
I love it when he says that.
A couple of wild and crazy guys.
I just love his calling Kermit a crazy guy. You crazy guy, keeping the lights off, lady, doesn't pick up on the fact he doesn't want to talk to you. Okay, let's see. So then we got Piggy and Christina Applegate.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're no. Christina, I just want to tell you, as a friend, we're no longer friends.
So Christina Applegate, she's trying that, saying, "Oh, come on, it was just a joke." So you remember, like, I could have shown worse things, like that sake commercial you did in Japan.
Oh, 6 and 2 me, sake boys.
Yeah, and the way she said it, according to Christina Applegate, was "Sake to me, sexy boys." Anyway, so again, just Christina Applegate. She's unfazing. Oh, you're fun. He was just saying, "Thanks for having me on."
I kind of like that. I kind of like that Miss Piggy isn't really taken seriously.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, you're a cultural icon. You go ahead and be as rough as you want.
Yeah,
it's kind of like being mad at Judge Judy. You know what I mean? Even if Judge Judy is like on the receiving end, it's like, oh, you're Judge Judy. You're adorable. I don't know.
I would have gone with a different comparison, but I see what you're saying.
I'm just saying, Judge Judy's been in our pop culture lexicon for so long that it's like.
Saying, well, people could have gone for what? Judge Judy? That's my question.
Judge Judy's awesome. Fuck you.
No, she's good. She's good. I'm just saying there are a lot of. I'm saying many other choices. I'm just saying I haven't really heard a Judge Judy comparison in a long time. That's all I'm saying. I like Judge Judy.
I like Judge Judy.
I prefer Amanda Bynes' rendition of Judge Judy.
Oh God. We still need to talk about that show.
That one I prefer. That one I think is much funnier. Okay. So let's see. Anyway, so Christina Applegate, just pleasant as all get out. Seriously. I mean, short of Elizabeth Banks, I love Christina Applegate on the show so far. Oh my God, so wonderful. She's unfazed.
There's a couple good cameos this episode.
There are. Anyway, so Christina Applegate just unfazed. Thanks for it. She legitimately thanks for having them. Remember, pleasantries, Tiki, pleasantries.
Pleasantries, Dylan. You know,
not yet. Not yet.
No, not yet.
I'll
Okay, I got him.
I know. I'll tell you when.
Okay. All right. Anyways.
Anyway, so then we're at Rolf's Tavern.
Yes. Oh God, how did the surgery go, Rolf?
Well, surgery went fine. I just got to keep this going because it kept biting off the stitches.
Oh boy.
Now we do see it is not what we think it is. It's just something that happened to his hand, I guess.
Right, right.
So let's get our minds out of the gutters. But the pilots had it the other way, though.
Oh yeah, they did.
A little too dicey for the kiddies out there.
So
Anyways.
Kermit and Fozzie are at the bar, and Kermit's trying to small talk. He's complaining about craft beers, and he's like, what's the deal with craft beers? It doesn't need spiced pumpkin. It's like I'm drinking a pie.
First of all, let me say, I love the idea Rolf owns a tavern. I think it's just perfect.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
As he worked at a bar in the original Muppet movie. Again, getting a lot of original Muppet movie this episode, which I loved. Also, so I love I love my good conversation scenes. If you know anything about my love of Batman, here you just get a kind of a class, just the two friends at the bar scene. And I think it works perfectly with Kermit and Fozzie.
Yeah, and there's a lot of kind of dramatic levity here.
Yes, and also again, it's still just it's something you got to get used to with this show. Now they're kind of putting the Muppets kind of in unfiltered version of the Muppets here. It's just the Muppets. Kermit drinking beer. I know he had champagne in the original Muppet movie. I know that. I'm just saying it's something to get used to. It's a little jarring.
I don't mind it.
Wouldn't you say it's just a little jarring? Did you ever? It's like aside from
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I get used to it. It's just a little. You had never seen it before, really, like this. Just him drinking, chatting.
I mean, this is not the most questionable substance that Kermit brings up this episode. Let's just say that.
The other one's kind of a natural substance.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, he tripped balls, man.
All right.
He saw some shit.
All right. Anyway, his point is that they're talking about the sketch at the bar here, which again, there's a nice little bar chat between Kermit and Fozzie, regardless of anything attached to it. Anyway, so talking about this sketch, what did you think of the sketch? Was it good? Was it so good? Yes, it was so good. Hey,
BlueDragonFive, asked me how the pie was.
How was the pie, Tiki?
Oh, so good. I'm sorry. Oh, I had to get that out of my system. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Mr. Franco, if we can get on with things. So basically, you know what, Fozzie? It's too good for the show. It should be a movie, in fact, and that'll get things prepared, Tiki. Basically, Fozzie's questioning, movie. I don't know if I can make a movie about a porcupine buying. You mean I can make a movie about a porcupine buying dress socks?
Oh. Well, Fozzie, if it helps at all, I do have some black socks you can borrow. Just saying, they're right here. They're right here. If you need them, I'll ship them by mail.
Apparently, this is going to be the premise of his entire film, so I think he's going to need them, Tiki.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd gladly donate my black socks to you.
Yeah.
Pleasantries, Fozzie.
Pleasantries.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so, and Kermit's kind of feeding the idea there. Oh, yes, you got to feed that for a movie. And why is he buying those socks? Who are those socks for? Does he love the porcupine he's giving those socks to? Does he love her back?
She does. I just got chills. Oh, dear. And poor Kermit, he's just trying to encourage Fozzie right now. He has no idea the ramifications that are going to happen.
I don't know if I have time for that. Well, look, I would not waste time. Telling me about.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Do anything but that.
Do not do that. Do not tell me about what you're writing. Okay. Don't waste any time telling me. Just focus on your dream. Essentially, is what he's saying. So then, Fozzie's in a celebratory mood, saying, "Rolf, give me your finest champagne under $10."
Oh God, that's gonna be a bad champagne.
I gotta tell you, God. I think it may. I think it might be a reference to the original Muppet movie in some variety.
It could be.
Cheap champagne. All we needed was Steve Martin to come in and be like one of the bartenders.
Oh my God! Oh, dude, if we got. That was a missed opportunity.
But it'd be awesome though, if eventually when Kermit and Piggy get back together,
Steve Martin's there in the short shorts.
I'm saying if they go on a date that kind of emulates their date in the Muppet movie.
Oh hell yes!
They're at a restaurant, and who is the waiter in the shorts and everything but The beloved cultural icon that is Steve Martin.
Yes, yes. We can only hope, right?
That would be the perfect way to end the first season.
Hell, that would be the perfect way to end anything Muppets, anything.
Yes. Okay. So, moving forward here. So then we have the You're the Man runner. So basically, the next show is going on again. The show that we don't see because they have no guest star for this scene.
Right.
So basically, it's like during all the band's playing. The band's very nice, by the way. I thought the band did a really good job this episode.
Yeah, well, you know,
they're off
good. They're off their acoustic stint, so that's good.
They're always good. I thought it felt really like late night show. It felt like real Letterman-esque.
It does. They're really growing into their role for sure.
No, so basically Kermit and Fuzzy going back all jovial and all buddy like saying, "You're the man. No, you're the man. You're the man. You're the basically
You're the man."
Essentially Kermit doing this essentially, instead of doing the wavy arms up in the air, he's like using almost as like a gun to gun down Fozzie with the "You're the man's," and then Fozzie pops back up, "You're the man.
You're the man."
So anyway, so then
whatever.
Anyway, so let's see. So then Fozzie interrupts Miss Piggy again before she introduces the guest they do not have. Basically, first of all, I just love. It's so sad that Piggy still does not know who Fozzie is saying, "And you are."
And the audience laughs at that bit.
Yep. Basically, Fozzie announces that he's leaving to work on a movie, and Yolanda's questioning, "Is this because of you?" He says, "No." You know, Kermit's just brushing it off. Says, "I owe this to my friend." And he says, "Oh, he has a lot of friends." That friend in particular is Kermit. Oh, Kermit's like the third most common frog name in America.
Kermit the Frog, right over there. Get him in the spotlight, people.
So you got to tell you, this third most common frog name in America, I thought was pretty funny. Anyway, so then says, "Yes, it's my fault. Leave me alone." Okay, so then we get Kermit and Fozzie on call. Basically, have a little phone conversation. Here again, Fozzie driving his nice car.
Which is kind of a callback to Moving Right Along, I think.
Moving right along, but
don't.
Okay, so while Fozzie's on the road, not in his natural habitat, because that'd be a Studebaker, but he's on the road, and basically Kermit's calling to do like a little you hang the phone in the car so you can just talk hands free. Fozzie's driving by. "Oh, look, a dead deer. That's not gonna bring you down."
Oh boy.
Anyway, so let's see what's going on here.
Well, Kermit, you know, he's trying to tell him the truth that, you know, Fozzie's a good comedian, but he's not a writer, and he needs to come back. And Fozzie's like, "Well, you know what, Kermit? I believe in myself." Yep. Oh, that's good dialogue. Well, honestly, it's a little contrived.
Yep. Anyway, so come on, Fozzie.
"Well, you'll never find me, Kermit." And then the GPS just blurts out exactly where he's going. Big Bear,
you're on Big Bear Road, make your next right or something. Then Kermit, I love this touch. You never see it this touch, and I'm so happy they put it down. There's Kermit writing down what it just said, so he's not going to forget, you know. You never see that.
What the voice said is lying. Oh, yeah.
And you know me, I love my mundanity, Tiki, and this cracked me up. One of my favorite bits in the episode, just Fozzie's trying to hang up defiantly.
Oh yeah, of course.
But he can't. And you know, basically, I'm still here, Fozzie. He says, I can never work this thing anyway. So he's trying to
home button, phone button, and then the red button.
Yes, and then as he's doing,
let's see, home, phone icon, red button,
and now I'm in Angry Birds.
Yeah, and then it cuts back to Kermit.
I have a tangent.
30 minutes.
I have a tangent I'm going to hold back on, but it relates around Angry Birds. Okay. We're not going to get into that. So,
fuck Angry Birds.
Anyway, so 30 minutes go by, and we come back to Kermit just waiting. Still holding the phone. It's been 30 minutes, and you hear Fozzie like getting gas in the car.
Why didn't Kermit just hang up? That's my question.
Well, he's just really cute. Well, Mary's trying to convince Fozzie to come back, so he's just
really courteous.
Either that, or he's just really courteous, or he just wants to let's see this out. How long is it going to take this dope thing to hang up the phone?
Oh god.
Okay, let's see. Oh, so then we had the writers' room with Gonzo, Rizzo, and Pepe. You know, they're having the White House versus the White House debate.
Mm-hmm.
But it is wide, okay?
And then this is a subtle touch, but Gonzo says, "You know, guys, we may not be the people to write political humor, okay?"
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Did you notice Gonzo's okay?
Did I notice his what?
His okay. He does a little Pepe okay.
Oh. I did not notice that.
Yes, go back and watch it. It's in there. I feel like that's kind of a sign of, like, you know, when you work closely with people, they're kind of like quirks and mannerisms rub off on you.
You sure it just wasn't like a regular okay? I think it could have just been like, okay, guys?
No, I think it was an okay.
Did it have an accent on it?
It didn't have an accent on it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't really tell.
All right. Anyways.
Speaking of which, here's a great cutaway, guys. Anyways, who is in the room? Who enters the room, Dickie?
It's Chip, the IT guy.
Then we have a cutaway to a talking head. I'm Chip, the IT guy.
Oh God.
So now you'll remember Chip, the IT guy. He was from Muppets from Space. And
except
Muppets
he thought he was from Muppets Treasure Island.
Yes, he is very obscure. He has no idea where he's from. Anyway, so
but again, I like his role here, though. I like that they actually give him something to do. And IT is definitely something that you need in an establishment like this. So he's actually got a fairly critical role here.
Yeah, I hope they bring Chip back. I like them.
I'm sure they will. I'm hoping that he kind of becomes a fixture on this show.
Well, I mean, because we haven't really seen him that much, I mean, he could be kind of the fill-in, at least until we see the guy, for Bo.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's a shame we haven't seen Bo or Walter yet, but we're only 3 episodes in.
Yeah, Walter, too. Yeah, Bo and Walter are the 2 that are really missing. What about Robin? We haven't seen Robin either.
Yeah, we have not. Did we see Robin in the pilot?
Robin just like walked off with Rizzo in Muppets Most Wanted, and then he was never seen again.
Well, you know, Robin's got some. You know, he's got some contracts. He's got some promotional deals he's got to deal with. You know.
Oh, don't you dare make a DC joke!
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to make a DC joke about.
I was going to say he's marketing like it's not easy being green cologne or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Anyway. So then the IT guy's been called down there to fix Gonzo's computer, and in doing so, he happens upon some Debbie emails to a lady named Debbie. So
not Debbie.
So everyone's kind of grinding to a halt with the writing process here because they want to know all about Debbie. So can you get into his account? Basically, just Chip keeps reading stuff off.
Now, I must say, as someone who's in IT himself, this is a major of privacy, and it would get you fucking fired.
Okay.
Just want to say that. Just want to say that.
But anyway, so before he stops,
I'm not saying it's not a good gag. I'm just saying, realistically, him pulling this shit would get him fired quick, and it would also probably ruin his reputation.
Not realistically.
It's a big no-no. I'm just saying, it's a big no-no.
All right. Yes, it is a big no-no, but realistically, he didn't. He's just looking for advice. Maybe it's in the.
Okay, well, yeah. Realistically, he's looking for advice. I'm saying like him kind of like instigating the whole thing once he finds them. That's what's a big no-no.
All right.
All right. Anyway,
so it basically continues instead of after.
Hi, Scott. I'm sorry.
What?
Scott's my IT teacher.
All right. That's Scott. Oh, hi, Scott.
Yeah. Hi, Scott. All right.
Anyway. so basically, the Pepe says, "Well, he's fixing your computer. You know, let him try. Yes, I love to see it calling out. Well, the guy's here to help you. Okay, don't tell him to stop. Anyways, basically,
if it was my computer, I'd be like, "Get the fuck out of my house."
Yes, we understand. It's a big faux pas within the IT community. We got it. Anyways, basically, can you pull up what this Debbie looks like so I can get to his dating profile? And we see Liam Hemsworth is Gonzo's profile picture.
Oh dear.
And you know, just why would Gonzo do this? Essentially, he figured this would be like kind of a funny story like that. They met. It says, "Oh yeah, I use that as my fake picture," and it'd be kind of like a conversation point.
I gotta say, that's kind of noble of Gonzo. Like, it's not as shady as just being like, oh, I'm just going to be Liam Hemsworth, and like I like that he has it planned out as a gag, you know what I mean, and that he's not a straight up like liar about it.
Yeah. He's in his mind. It's just that's a conversation starter. Like, oh, well, you.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a sweet sentiment from Gonzo.
Oh, it's not bad. I still wonder.
It's a little bit misdirected, mind you, but still, I thought for Gonzo it was it was nice. And by the way, where's Camilla?
I was about to say that.
Where the hell is Camilla?
I still want to know. Now, again, to be fair, we don't know if that's just for the cameras or not. I want to know what Gonzo's preferences are.
I know.
But not just his preferences. I want to know if he likes poultry or not.
Muppets, get on this, seriously.
Anyway.
If there's one unsolved mystery about the Muppets, it is not related to where Gonzo came from. It's related to what Gonzo is into.
Well, less that. I'm saying more like I want to know like what the behind the scenes between him and Camilla is like. Did they try dating? Did it not work out? Is it just purely professionals? Like Gonzo like saying, well, guys, we're a very different species. It's never going to work out. I can't carry on a conversation. Like, what if it was like Gonzo pointing out, well, I have no idea what she's saying. No bullshit.
He can carry on a conversation with Camilla.
I know. I'm saying what if
Muppets.
Follow me on this.
Okay.
I'm saying, what if that's playing up for the movie and in real life he has no idea what she's saying?
Well, that would be funny.
That's what I'm saying.
That is kind of like the great mystery of the Muppets, is like what is canon and what isn't canon. It's a puzzle. Hey, Zelda fan, do you think you had it bad? Try being a Muppet fan and figuring out what's canon, what's not.
Anyway, so let's see.
Actually, I'm sure Zelda's probably more complicated.
So Gonzo now realizes the folly in his plan because now he's got a date with her. He's got a date with her today, I think. Not today, but that day. So he's got a date with her, and basically has no way of reaching her without getting through the situation of, well, I look completely different. I'm not Liam Hemsworth, obviously. I'm whatever. So what are my options? But essentially, Pepe suggests, well, okay, you leave a note. And you drink some poison.
Oh God, that is kind of a dark gag.
Well, okay, now to be fair, when it says leave a note, he means like leave an apology note. I want to clarify that. He means like leave an apology note.
No, I know that. It's the whole drink the poison thing. That's dark.
What that is, it's a reference to it's a reference to the Shakespeare, right?
I figured it was Shakespeare.
He's basically he's trying to say it's romantic.
That doesn't mean it's not dark.
It is dark. It's like saying, well, it's the only thing you can do. You love someone, you can't meet him. Well, just leave a little thank you note and drink the poison. Well, thank you for your time. Sorry I'm not with you turn to be, and also I'm dead.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so let's see. So then we have this really cute bit where Sweetums is on a bike.
I love this.
I love this. If they keep populating with this, I'm going to love this. Sweetums is driving by on set on his bike and just wait.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi!
Sweetums, you really do light our world on fire.
He does. We love Sweetums. His birthday was last episode, so we gotta keep some Sweetums in this universe. Remember, he's the cue card guy. He has his birthday. He's riding bikes. Good stuff with Sweetums. Anyway, so they have a meeting, a whole staff meeting, and they point out, okay, well now Fozzie's gone. He's lost his mind completely. And then I love one of the best parts of the episode. Sam Eagle again steals a moment in the episode.
Fozzie wasn't funny.
I'm going to miss Fozzie. He wasn't funny.
But he kept it clean.
But God, no, not funny.
And also, the band has kind of a good sort of drug innuendo. Yeah, man, once you lose reality, you never really get it back.
And then the second funniest bit within the scene.
Oh, God. Oh, Bobo.
So again, we love Sam Eagle, but we also have mad love for Bobo.
No, I think Bobo and Sam Eagle are, like, competing to be the most memorable side characters on this show. Oh, man.
So I just love the idea.
As a matter of fact, I think Bobo's kind of a little bit ahead of Sam at this point.
But still, Sam Eagle, though, of course, after Most Wanted, it's kind of he's kind of won it all.
Yeah, but still, I feel like, at least in the context of this show, Bobo's just been amazing.
I'm also just with Sam, I just love the fact he doesn't really care about Foxy one way. He says, well, I'm going to miss him. I didn't work with him. He was the one guy I didn't have to work. Kept it clean. Really nice. And he said, Bobo. So I love this at Bobo. So, like, it's good funny. I'm gonna miss them too. You know, we had so much in common. All right, because you're both bears. Well, I was gonna say because we're both swim buddies at the Y, but yeah, never.
Yeah. I guess we are both bears. Yeah.
Yeah, you think there's kind of a subtle adult reference?
No.
Not that, Tiki, not that. I mean adult in the other way. I mean adult in that it might be like a diversity in the workplace thing.
Oh, okay. Thank God you weren't going in the other adult bear direction.
Not that adult.
I'm like, I don't want to think about that. Fuck you.
All right, well, stop bringing that up.
All right.
I mean,
oh God. Now it's in my head. Get out of my head.
Okay. I mean,
sorry.
But seriously, though, you think there might be kind of like a diversity thing? Like there might be a pretty both that's a little offended. Like, well, just because we're both bears in the workplace. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'm sorry, I took that way out of context.
But still, the other bear, not that bear.
Yeah.
So we have three types of bears here.
Apparently.
But still, I love the idea that Bobo and Fozzie are swim buddies at the Y. That's hilarious. Just like the idea they would just walk by. So,
I love that. Yeah, it's the most mundane thing ever. It's just them going to the Y to go swim. Just like, hey, Fozzie, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Bobo.
Oh my God.
I can just imagine Bobo in like a swimming cap and goggles.
Oh God. Okay.
Very funny. Anyways, I just love the idea. And anyways, who's the replacement they got for Fozzie? Who's kind?
Oh God. Oh, this is probably like my favorite celebrity of the episode. We got Nick Offerman.
This is great, but I got a minor qualm with him.
Okay, what's your minor qualm?
My qualm is that he's wonderfully set up, but there's no closure with him though.
No, there's not, but still, I think it's a great gag. So
yeah, it's good. It's great gag. Just wish there was like some sort of punctuation. Like there's no payoff with him though. That's the issue. It's fine. But he is great though. That's the thing. I wish there was a little more of him. That's the thing.
I hear you.
So anyway, so Offerman's here, and again, for those who may not know, Offerman, he's from Parks and Rec, and of course, and there's like 21 and 22, the Jump Street franchise. Could go into about 40 movies if that ending is at all correct.
God damn it, they should.
Seriously, I don't think they're ever going to be able to make another one because of that ending.
No, you're right. That didn't take
Anyway, so let's see. So basically, Offerman, he's there in the Kermit and the rest of the game saying, "Oh, thank you so much. We owe you one for coming on such short notice." Okay, well, tell us about that.
Okay, well, you know what? You owe me one, so I'll go with that right now. So I'll take a cappuccino machine. And then I love this. Kermit, he just doesn't even miss a beat. He's like, okay, well, we'll get it.
And then as that goes on, then they call him, essentially he wants to sweeten the pot, just specify what he wants to. Now, I love this. A part of Nick Offerman knows this is completely unreasonable.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, I'm not one of those plastic things. I mean, I want like one of the big brass shots of the eagle on top. And
one that's only in restaurants run by Italian guys who have been here long enough to know English but don't speak it.
By the way, I love the fact that it's kind of a subtle gag, but we cut the same eagle when he mentions eagle. Anyway, so it's really, really funny. It's really impractical.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Swedish chef isn't too crazy about Offerman and says, "Oh, smugging." Basically saying he's really smug. And then again, Bobo steals the scene when he says, "I wish I could grow a beard like that." With all the sincerity in the world to say, "I wish I could grow a beard like that." I gotta tell you, I like Offerman with just the mustache, though, personally.
Yeah, that's kind of like the look he's most known for.
Yeah, well, you know me, I enjoy characters with awesome mustaches.
Yeah,
if possible.
Yes, you do.
If possible, I don't want to force it, but if they're iconic for that, I would prefer they keep that.
Okay.
I digress. Moving on. So then we got then we have Piggy and Scooter and Foo-Foo the dog making the appearance. Again, we get Foo-Foo, yet we get no Walter or Bo yet.
I know, right?
That's not great though. We got Foo-Foo. That's something, right?
It's something. Certainly something.
So Piggy's in her dressing room, it's her dressing room, right?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Point is, Scooter's coming to him basically saying, "Well, what'd you find on Applegate? Nothing. No, nothing embarrassing. The only thing embarrassing was like basically nothing embarrassing. But when I watched a video, I went like, oh." It's watching a cute video of like her doing something with an animal or something. It's like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about her like even being snippy to a hostess? Well, when I searched that and put them in Google, just like 10 videos of you came up.
Oh boy! Oh
being
boy!
snippy to hostesses.
Of course.
Anyways, then Scooter's trying to bring up the problems at hand. And Scooter, so far, he's been one of the strongest characters in this show so far.
I think so. I think he's been one of the characters that's very much kind of like transitioned from what we know of the Muppets into this new kind of Muppet feel really well. And he hasn't had any moments that are like, oh man, he wouldn't say that at all. You know what I mean? I feel like I feel like it's just more development for him, because Scooter is definitely one of those characters where, you know, as long as he's been around, he hasn't really had that much depth to him. So I'm glad that they're really kind of spotlighting him.
Exactly. That's the benefit of Scooter. Like he's just always usually there. He's the gopher. He's usually the guy to introduce the star and just like remind Kermit of stuff. And he has all that untapped potential. You know, just diving into it a little bit here. He's the guy who keeps the cogs moving.
Sure.
That's his job. You know, he has to appease some of these crazy or really stressed out people. Anyway, so with that, Scooter's bringing up the actual concerns here. Again, he's trying to get Miss Piggy's mind going the right place. He's doing what he can, bringing up, Fozzie. Fozzie's not around. Fozzie's gone. You guys are a team, and just Miss Piggy just totally glazes over that, just completely forgets it. Just, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a video showing Christine embarrass the name of Christina Applegate. And then Scrooge says, "Well, you do that, I guess." And then pretty much saying, "And you're dismissed, and I'm dismissed." I'm dismissed, and I'm dismissed. Anyway,
so Fozzie's in the woods.
And why is he in the woods, Sticky?
Because this is where I connect to my power.
And then he eats a bug, and then his tent blows away. Now, here's something very important. Again, a lot of Muppet movie vibe here. This remind me is I thought this might be like a good bit of our meta stuff in this episode, to a degree. Is that remember the Muppet movies? Again, that's where Muppets got a lot of the real power in the world. And those movies, especially the first one. The first movie was completely made possible by some. I'm sure you're aware of this, Tiki, by the outdoor tests that they did. So basically, they would have Kermit and Fozzie in particular. They would go out and around a farm area because there were cows. I can't remember exactly where, but they would put them out in a natural environment, so you had to interact with things and see how it would look, and it looked fantastic. And that's the reason we opened the Muppet movie universe with Kermit the Frog in the swamp, because it works so well, because it looks so great. These Muppets in these natural, real environments, it sells the illusion.
Arguably, they look better in natural habitats than they do in buildings and whatnot.
Absolutely, it sells as real.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so with that, again, it just shows you it's kind of going back to that, just having a Muppet in a natural environment. Of course, one of the two Muppets, again, it was tested out with Kermit and Fozzie, is Frank Oz and Jim Henson.
Naturally,
I'm just saying, it works really. And this is going to sound kind of corny, but I really do think. I think, in a way, the friendship between Frank Oz and Jim Henson is kind of ghosting this episode a bit, Yeah,
I can definitely say that. I mean, I think the relationship between Fozzie and Kermit throughout the episode has, throughout the Muppets' career is definitely spotlighted here. And I think there's definitely a real quality to that when it comes to Oz and Henson. So I can see that.
Yeah, that's the thing. But as we've constantly said, Jim Henson's spirit and his soul everything is in that frog.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And degree, I think less so. Frank Oz, he had various memorable characters, as did Henson. But still, saying Frank Oz more so it's the friendship that he brought to it that really, because he had I don't know if you know about this, Tiki. This is from that awesome thing on PBS about Jim Henson that everyone should watch. It's really cool. Jim Henson, in real life, he lost a brother at a very young age, and Frank Oz, in a way, kind of was that brother to him.
Mm-hmm.
Those two guys, they're really bonded. Just those two characters, really, that friendship is going to predicate on those two guys and their friendship and how they complete each other. And I think that
Yeah,
really
so like I said, I feel like the two characters have always kind of mirrored the puppeteers in a way.
Absolutely.
All right.
Anyway, so he says things aren't going too well for Fosse with the tent blowing away and everything. Bear in his natural habitat. Again, stick to the Studebaker, Fosse. Don't go out in the natural.
Yeah, come
it's
on.
not good for you. Remember, you're bored as heck when you go into hibernation. Remember, don't do it, man.
At least he's wearing a hat.
Oh, good. If he wasn't wearing a hat, he'd look like a frog. I mean,
yeah, right? We don't want that.
Seriously. Anyway, so let's see. So now we got Liam Hemsworth, which again, we're going to see more of Liam Hemsworth if yeah, I'm sure we're going to see more because there's rumors that he and Miss Piggy might be entering a relationship down the line.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
So, it didn't go so hot with Groban, but we'll see.
No, it did not.
Anyway, so the point is Liam Hemsworth, he's meeting, I love this, just Liam Hemsworth meets Gonzo, Rizzo, and Pepe to kind of do some pre-show interview with, that's a real thing on talk shows. If you didn't know about that, they go over the topics before.
Oh, sure.
There's some frame reference. So you don't bring up any taboo topics, ideally. Anyway, so basically, Hemsworth finds out that he's been tricked here. Oh, please, Mr. Handsome Man, sit down.
Mr. Handsome Man.
Love that. Mr. Handsome, sit down. Basically, sit down at lunch and we can talk to you from here. Basically, look at this guy over here. He's in love and he doesn't have a reason to live if this doesn't go well. So, well, I have reasons to live. Oh, really? What reason do you have to live? Netflix?
Yeah, pretty much. Thank God for Netflix.
Oh, seriously,
it is an awesome invention.
Yeah, Daredevil. They got Jessica Jones on the way. Netflix is
right.
Reason to live. We got all these Marvel shows coming out to Netflix.
Oh dear.
Use that on the suicide hotline or something. If someone calls and says, "Guys, Netflix. It's the solution.
Netflix. Come on.
Seriously, it's a solution. It's all the best television you've ever seen. Binge it."
Oh dear.
That's not meant to be anti-inflammatory. Sorry, it's not meant to be disparaging to anyone who actually calls into those lines. I'm just saying Netflix is awesome and it might help.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't hurt. Anyway. So then, it's basically Gonzo. This is a real scene. Again, here's the kind of they're hitting on a little bit of that kind of genuineness you get from Muppets. Again, good performance coming out of these Muppets. I love Gonzo talking to Liam Hemsworth in this scene. It's a really great performance here. Just Gonzo laying on. Just he appeals to Liam Hemsworth's humanity here. Just please, Mr. Hemsworth. Again, I love how Gonzo's just bearing his soul to Mr. Hemsworth here. He's just saying, well, please, Mr. Hemsworth, just for 10 minutes of your time. I really care about this girl. It could mean the world to me. And Liam Hemsworth being the nice guy, he's again pleasant. I love pleasant celebrities. I really do.
Pleasantries, pleasant celebrities.
Yep. Like on The Big Bang Theory, James Earl Jones, one of the best episodes because he's so pleasant in that episode. Anyway, so basically, Liam Hemsworth said, "You know what? I get what you're saying. I've been in a similar situation. Really? I mean, there was a phase of your life and you weren't too good looking. No, I've been gorgeous since birth. But I've struck
out just on a very high level."
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up. I don't know. I didn't really care for Liam Hemsworth that much, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really?
Nah.
I like that.
Nah. I'm not really into the Hemsworth.
I don't know. I guess what I really like most of it is I love Gonzo having a real conversation with Liam.
I like the Gonzo stuff for sure. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Hemsworth just didn't really do anything for me.
I'm not saying he was spectacular. I say he was good though.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was solid. Nothing wrong with him. I mean,
let's wrap this up.
Okay. So let's see. So then Debbie walks in and she's a Muppet.
Yeah, she's a Muppet, but she's a very attractive Muppet.
She is. I was kind of expecting human, weren't you?
I was, but I thought it was a nice kind of surprise.
Well, same thing with Kermit. I don't know, it's just always funnier when the Muppets are dating humans. It's always kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's kind of rare. We don't really see human.
Do you think Denise is going to get retconned at this point?
Nah, she'll be in it. They have to remind the audience why Kermit and Piggy aren't together. So that'll happen.
Maybe they'll just be like Jar Jar Binks, and she'll just be like in the background. It's like, yeah, we know you don't like her, but
no. What's gonna happen is there's gonna be a luau at work one day, and then
oh god. And then Nigel Thornberry comes in and he's like, I have some monkey that I can bring to this party.
Okay, we don't have time. Okay, anyway, so let's see. So then, basically, Lee mentioned he goes over the plan as she arrives. But he says, "Okay, here's the plan. It's basically you go over there, you buy a drink, and you break the news to her after 10 minutes. And basically, anyway, I set her up with this, and one of the best lines. This is the line where Lee Menzer kind of sold me. This is a great bit with him. Yeah, to admit. He says, then I set her up with this cute little elephant beaver here.
Yeah, that's true.
I love the way he delivered that. There's this cute little.
Look, I'm just mad at him for the way this actually played out.
Right,
so that's my beef with Hemsworth.
I think he acted it well, though.
He acts it well, but he's just kind of a jerk.
All right. Anyway, so also I love that Gonzo does get a few licks in at him, though. He says, "Okay, do me a favor, lose the accent, though."
Mm-hmm. We seriously need to wrap this up, dude.
Okay. Take us through it.
Okay, so let's see. So Kermit, he's right. God, Nick's approaching Kermit.
Offerman wants a boat instead of the cappuccino machine.
Well, he at first he's trying to be genuine. He's like, it was wrong of me to make you buy a cappuccino machine. You gave me one, and I wasted the one. And Kermit, what I really want is a boat.
Basically, I can name the boat Cappuccino, so in a way I get everything.
It's not a big boat. I'm not greedy.
Or you know what? I can name it Janice. And Janice, that is a sweet little bit.
That was nice.
Aww. Anyways, then we see we get the story behind the world's greatest producer mug, and the idea is Kermit.
World's greatest producer.
This is really nice, though. Kermit's going through a little story, a real nice emotional thing. I love the slideshow. Slideshows brings back a lot of nostalgia for the Muppet movie, getting these two guys on an adventure together, on journeys and wacky adventures. Really nice. And basically, Kermit's going through a story. Again, this is done kind of nice office style, like just kind of scenes going by as he's going through slides and just like flashing back in a way without actually flashing back.
I love this sentiment. My favorite sentiment in the episode is that Fozzie never let him give up, and yet Kermit wasn't there to help him.
Absolutely.
And I think right there, that kind of sums up a lot of Fozzie's relationship with Kermit, especially what we saw in the 2011 Muppets, for sure.
Oh yeah, and like there's this thing like Kermit was passed over for a job, and he was thinking about going to medical school, but then he realized they would try to dissect him if he had he gone.
Oh God.
And then basically Fozzie stayed with him through all of the funk he was in.
Yeah, and I just love this sentiment. It's classic Muppets, just kind of like tug at your heartstrings, but not like in an overly sappy kind of way. Just makes you feel good.
So again, it wasn't of the Miss Piggy caliber, but it was still emotional. It was still nice.
Indeed.
It was potent. It kind of reminds me of like what I love about the Muppets. Those scenes between Kermit and Fozzie, like when Fozzie would hold Kermit close after they would.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Like those moments are again the whole Studebaker journey, moving right along. Those moments. Okay. Anyways, then Chip is also, in addition to us, Chip is touched by this story very much. He loves this story.
That was a beautiful story. If you don't go, I will.
The way he says "I will" was just so hilarious.
And who are you? I'm Chip, the IT guy.
Okay, let's see. So then we got. Fozzie didn't pack any food because he thought there'd be a Panda Express. And then he realizes he was thinking of the Glendale Galleria, the shopping mall. So let's see. So then he sees like
upon a backpack. It smells like Oreos and summer sausage. Apparently,
that's hung up from a tree to protect it from bears.
Oh dear.
And you get some great puppetry. So again, another thing from the first episode, we got some really impressive Muppetry, where Fozzie's jumping.
Full body Fozzie. Mm-hmm.
Very seamless. I gotta say, it looks fantastic.
Indeed.
Anyway, so then we have
Liam's date.
Liam Hemsworth impresses Debbie very much, and he was a charming guy, no surprise there. So, Gonzo and they're all waiting by the wing saying, okay,
he's in the shadow of his older brother.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Look, if Elizabeth Banks is the best part about the Hunger Games, he's probably the worst part about the Hunger Games. That's all.
I don't watch it, so I don't know.
Well, You should, if you like Elizabeth Banks, she's awesome. But if you like Liam Hemsworth, he's really, really bland. So
I got nothing against Liam Hemsworth. I think he's a nice guy, judging from this.
I'm just saying, he is going to be one of those siblings that's going to forever be in the shadow of Chris.
I just remember, like, there's some Hemsworth that looks a lot like Chris Hemsworth, and I thought,
Oh, God.
for a while, it was this guy. I don't know what happened to him. He looks distinct enough now. Anyway.
Oh, the almighty army of Chris's that's going to take over Hollywood.
Anyway, so Hemsworth's impressing Debbie here and basically kind of starting to do the transition of, like, what if I look different? And then she has this moment of, like, saying, yeah, I think Debbie's kind of compelling, and not a lot with her there. She's kind of compelling. She seems interesting for a moment.
I really liked her for the brief time we got with her. She really seems like someone that Gonzo would legitimately get along with.
I don't think we're ever going to see her again, but I liked her, though. I wouldn't mind seeing her.
Judging by the other continuity issues on this show, yeah, I don't think we will either.
I have sincere doubts she'll be back, but, it would have been.
I have sincere doubts that Fozzie's girlfriend is going to be back either.
No, don't say that.
Well, come on. This is a whole episode dedicated to Fozzie, and she was nowhere to be seen.
But he's having a writing experience. Okay, I'm not going to get into it now. Point is. Anyway, so let's see. So then basically getting ready to kind of swoop Gonzo in, and she says, well, I don't really care about if you look any different. It's what matters is, who you are on the inside. What you are on the inside. And, Liam Hemsworth is genuinely delivering a fantastic performance in this scene.
Okay, you're right. This is kind of like an unexpected kind of role reversal. It's like what he does here is a dick move, but he does it from like a genuinely kind of like touching point.
And you gotta remember, Liam Hemsworth was the one who was inconvenienced here. I just want to point that out, okay? So it's just
that is true. There's
a hair of truth in that, okay? It's like he was thinking he was gonna be on Miss Piggy's show. Oh, anyway, so it's Liam Hemsworth. He kind of with the charm, he steals her and says, "Well, you know what? I'm not Gonzo, and I'd love to tell you more about why that is over dinner." And just like I love like Pepe and Rizzo just kind of see it and they're like, well, do I go over now? Nope, you go home now.
Oh, poor Gonzo.
Yeah, poor Gonzo. But I gotta tell you, this is why you can't really hate Liam Hemsworth, because he's leaving. He says, "Thanks, fellas." He is so happy-go-lucky about it.
Yeah, but still,
it's a good performance, and he was inconvenienced. He was being a little nice out of his way.
Yeah.
He could have left him. They could have hung him out there. That's a cautionary tale, guys. Don't pretend to be celebrities. It doesn't go well. Anyways, a poor Gonzo drinking his drink. It's like, oh.
So there's a family that's running from a bear. You know what would have been a perfect gag?
If they thought Kermit was.
Well, no, I was gonna say if the dad or something commented like, "I know it was a bear because he was wearing a hat."
Would have been a little too obscure, I'm sure, but it would have been awesome, though.
But still.
Anyway, so then, wait, was he wearing a tie? Okay. Anyway, so Kermit happens upon Fozzie, and then before Fozzie can do anything, hey, Kermit, there's like a bag up, and basically he gets darted in the neck with a trank.
Oh,
and,
dear.
The guy had shot Fozzie, not really that apologetic or anything. Just... he's really focused, ready to shoot him again almost. It's like, hey, you shot me. Why did you shoot me? And I'm Fozzie. And down he goes, Ace Ventura style in the next scene. So before we get there, we have Piggy and Scooter preparing. It's go time. And Piggy, she's doing all dramatically as her back is turned to him, so she is looking in the direction of Chip, the IT guy. Remember? I'm Chip, the IT guy. That guy. And it says, well, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to him. Says, well, I was told if people are looking, you just kind of give him Miss Piggy some well-deserved snippiness. Saying, well, I was told, but not intentionally. Saying, well, if I was told if people are looking at me, then they're talking to me.
That makes sense too.
It does. It's like taking Miss Piggy down notch. That's the whole episode. Just taking Miss Piggy down notch, which is well-deserved.
Indeed.
From that last episode, definitely.
Yeah, that last episode, she was kind of out of control. Oh, dear.
Anyways, let's see. So, so then Chip's like, okay, I'll go.
Okay. And then Piggy, she's fed up. She's like, just meet me outside.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, then we have a really great scene between Kermit and Fozzie. Fozzie's come to, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. No, you're not dead. You're like, oh, you're dead too.
Oh, God, you're dead too.
My best friend is dead. And after the way you treated me, I'm surprised you ended up here.
But at least we're together.
Yeah, which is nice. Again, just showing you there's a bond there. It's really sweet.
Oh yeah.
And then Kermit the Frog. This is a great reconciliation, I think. So like Fozzie, it's Kermit saying, "Well, you know what, Fozzie, I'm gonna get your sketch in here, but I thought you mean you like it? No, I don't. But we're gonna work on it every day after the show until it's good enough to be on the air."
I'm like, yes, that is Kermit not being a jerk. That is Kermit coming to a fucking conclusion that he would have come to in his classic Muppet Show days. I love that. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Again, I don't think he's really been a jerk. He's just been stressed out. But yeah,
I think he's been kind of pissy. A little pissy. Yeah. All right. Anyways,
I gotta re-examine it before I can make a judgment like that. But anyway, so, but he's still just saying, "You're my best frog."
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's such an endearing idea. Kermit says, "Well, you know what? The truth is, it's not good, but we're going to work on it." So that's an adorable. It's Kermit the Frog realization. You're absolutely right. It's great. Anyway, says, "Okay, upsy daisies."
So Fozzie, unfortunately, he still has a little bit of tranquilizer in him.
So very Ace Ventura-esque. Just
yes.
Says, "Hey, where's my hat, man?
Where's my hat?"
Now Craig. This is classic Muppets. This is classic Kermit Fozzie back and forth. Just Kermit pointing out the logic to Fozzie.
Fozzie, it's on your head. Oh, okay.
This reminds me so much of Great Muppet Caper. I love.
And then he walks out. He sees these binoculars. He's like, maybe we can use the binoculars to find my hat.
Really funny.
Fozzie, they're on your head. And then he asked, "Oh God, here's where we get to."
Yes.
Humor. Hey, Kermit, have you ever been hit by a tranquilizer? No, but I did lick my third cousin once, and the wall started melting. So I feel you, bro.
And then one of the sweetest lines of the episode comes up. It's just saying, "Yeah, we are brothers, aren't we?"
Brothers.
Basically, I feel you. I feel you, bro. So, yeah, we are brothers.
I really love this conclusion. I think that it was a really good choice to kind of center in on the Fozzie and Kermit dynamic. I thought it made for a really touching episode.
Absolutely.
Not quite as emotional as the first episode, but that's a kind of a high bar to reach. And right now I'm on the right track again. I'm optimistic about this show again. I think episode 2, kind of was like, okay, there were some really good gags in there. Bobo was awesome. He was definitely the standout star of that episode. But it definitely didn't really come together into any coherent sense. In this, I do feel like there's a few things that could have been tied up more, like you said, the Nick Offerman thing, for example. Yeah. But still, I think this is a definite step in the right direction here.
Right.
Okay. So anyways, how do we end?
Yeah, the ending's one of the best parts here. Oh, it's so fantastic. So again, the brothers thing is just really commenting on how, again, a little bit of a Caper reference, perhaps, but
right.
I think the humor is very Caper-esque, and also it's just
Fozzie and I play twin brothers who are crack investigative reporters. Gonzo's going to be our photographer, and it's going to be terrific.
Might be a very light reference. At the very least, it feels very Caper-esque, the whole little walking out scene. Right. Anyway, so then we have I love this ending so much. So basically, we're at Christina Applegate's house.
I honestly thought it was a little bit out of left field.
I thought it was perfect.
Okay. Well, I'm glad one of us liked it. I thought it was kind of.
I'm not sure.
What it reminded me of? It reminded me of the first episode where Animal just at the very end just mysteriously goes into that drum.
No, it did not remind me of that.
All right. Well, go ahead.
I thought it was like a hair under the Tom Bergeron gag. Just the hair under the Bergeron gag. I thought it was like in the same ballpark.
Scooter. Regular salami's fine.
That's the thing, it's like, because it was in the Bergeron ballpark, it's like, that's one of my 2 requirements for a fantastic Muppet episode. You have to have like some good heart, and you have to have a joke like a Bergeron joke.
All right, so what is this?
Scooter's at Christina Applegate's house. Piggy is in the limo waiting with the camera, just waiting to shoot an embarrassing thing. Christina Applegate that Scooter will set up as he's holding a cake in his hand. Christina Applegate opens the door, and again, Christina Applegate, so pleasant, so beautiful. I love
Oh yeah.
She's so nice. So it basically looks, she can instantly kind of get a vibe of what's going on here, and then it basically chooses that. That cake is meant for me, isn't it? And you're supposed to essentially pie me in the face with the cake or something along those lines. This is, I'm not allowed to say. And then, oh my God, fall in love with Christina Applegate here. She just says, I love Pleasant. So she says, it basically sympathizes with Scooter here, saying, Scooter, I don't want you to get fired, so she takes.
We don't want to get to Code Red again.
essentially she takes the cake in many
she
ways.
She does.
She takes the cake in many ways. She kind of plops her face in the cake, and she still looks adorable, all cake covered. And Piggy is thinking, oh, it's so funny, oh, it's hilarious. Just Piggy's eating it up.
Isn't she taking pictures too?
Well, no, she's just filming it.
Oh, okay, filming it. Right.
As Piggy's going nuts for it. Take that, Christina Applegate. And, she's eating it up, not as much as Christina Applegate is at the moment, because she literally is eating cake.
Yes.
Then, baby, I love this. This is perfect comeuppance for Miss Piggy. She deserves a little of this now and again. I'm just saying, if she's gonna go to these lengths, she does have to have a bit of something to knock her down a peg like this. And basically, Beverly Hills PD, they arrive, and they're filming on private property without her consent. And
right.
There's no Clooney or Ashton Kutcher bail out here with the celebrity.
Oh no, I'm Miss Piggy.
And I'm Beverly Hills PD, and I'm not impressed. Anyway, so as Miss Piggy's getting arrested, the best gag again, this not the best gag. I'm just saying for me, a gag I really like. I love the Christina Applegate. Hey, you want to come in for some coffee? I'm not saying it's like haha funny. I liked it. I thought it was so.
No, it was a nice way to end it for sure.
And then as it's ended, Miss Piggy's getting arrested. Hey, look, a jaywalker, but still, just Scooter being invited in for coffee with Christina Applegate covered in cake. That's adorable. That to me is that's the experience you want with Christina Applegate. That's awesome.
Okay, and so that's it. That is episode 3. So really quick, what are our final thoughts on this episode?
It was an upgrade from the second episode. I think they've keep them kind of coming like this, and again, just kind of it seems.
I think this is a better consistency to hit than the second episode would be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think hitting a consistency that the first episode had would be difficult. I think this would be something to aim for.
Yeah, and again, their strength here was that they had a more, again, it's like what the first episode had and the second episode did not have. It had kind of a straight plot line that was a strong plot line. Kermit and Fozzie, that's your main plot line. You have Gonzo stuff on the side, and you have Miss Piggy stuff on the side, and it's just they have those two plot lines, and they're just lingering around, but they're not the direct one. The direct one is strong enough to hold its own. The other one was the Josh Groban thing, which has no resolution. Well, it has no, it has not a resolution, but it's missing the chunk in the middle.
It's just really rushed.
That's the thing. It's because of that, it wasn't a good, strong main plot line.
Exactly.
And that's why the second episode really falters. There was a stronger thing here, and you're right, absolutely. Then keep it this consistency again, keeping some good humor, some good puppetry, some good humor, and also a little bit of heart there. Whether it's just a little bit of heart, some really kind of great emotional heart we got like that first episode. If they can keep it up like that, just keep elements of that first episode within these, and maybe string along some plot elements. Again, hopefully Fozzie's girlfriend will still be in the show. Ideally, I would like to think that she would come back because I love that idea.
That's the thing that we're hoping for, isn't it?
Yes, very much so, yes. Then again, they forgot the whole animal thing, so I'm a little worried.
Right.
I
don't think episode-to-episode continuity is going to be this show's biggest focus.
Sure, but I'll bet you the end of the season is going to be they're going to start having more kind of saying, "Oh, we got to boost ratings. Oh, the ratings board's coming up soon."
That'd be great.
I'll bet you dimes the donuts they're going to do that. Dimes the Christina Applegate planted cakes.
Okay.
They're going to do that. I bet you that's how the season's going to end. We got to get ratings, and it's going to be a runner through that's the looming thing of the season.
Yeah. And on that note, on the note of Christina Applegate cakes, I think it's time to wrap it up, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so until next time, when we talk about the Muppet Show. Okay. I'm Chip. I'm the IT guy.